Welcome back to Tech Lounge, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. So we've been speaking a lot about LLMs on the channel, and today we're going to learn how to run an LLM locally, DeepSeek to be specific. So I hope you're as excited as I am about learning how to do this. Without wasting any more time, let's get to it. Before we dive into how to set up LLMs on our local machines, there are a few points that I'd like to share with you as to why you'd like to do something like this in the first place. So, absolute privacy and data ownership. All the files, all the information that you share with the LLM will remain strictly on your machine. Nothing will be sent to the cloud, nothing will be sent to the LLM servers, and the companies can't use your data then to train future models. Free and unlimited usage. Literally, the cost you're going to incur is the electricity that you'll be using to run the machine. Everything else is free. 100% offline capability and zero downtime. So even if you don't have internet connectivity, the LLM will still be able to accept and run your prompts. It's not reliant on connectivity at all. And zero filters. So with great power comes great responsibility. The online versions of these LLMs are usually restricted as to the type of questions or the type of prompts that they can action. But if you run the LLMs locally, these filters are removed, so it will answer any question really that you ask it. So these are the points that I wanted to share, and now we can start setting up LLMs on our machine. Okay, so the first step to setting up LLMs locally on your machine is to either download an application called LM Studio or Olama. So for the sake of this video, we're going to use LM Studio. It's the cleanest and the most simplest way to go about it. I like LM Studio because it comes with a graphic user interface or GUI. So you don't have to worry about that. That's basically the page that you'll be using to interact with the different LLMs. If you go with Olama, there's no user interface, so you'll either have to use a terminal or you'll have to build your own. So if you'd like to see a video of a setup using Olama, you can just comment below. But for this video, we'll just stick to LM Studio. And I'll have the links to both Olama and LM Studio in the description. So this is the page that you're going to land up on the LM Studio site. And as you can see, it will give you the option to download for either Windows or Mac, depending on what you're using. So I'll just click download, and the download is running. So once the download is done, we'll open the application and get to the second step. Okay, so once you're done downloading LM Studio, this is the landing page that you'll see. And the second step is to download an LLM model. So the LLM model we're going to use is DeepSeek, and we're using DeepSeek because their code is open source, right? Meaning that we can actually download it and play around with it or run it locally on our machines. Other LLM models don't have this option as yet. So your Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini, they haven't made it open source yet. Hopefully in the future, it's something we'll be able to do. But yes, so on the far left, you'll see 4 different options. So we're going to click at the very bottom under model search. And once we click on model search, this is the window that we're going to see. So on the far left, we'll just search for DeepSeek. And under the results here in the yellow, we'll see the different options. So we're looking for a model with the ending of WGUF. So this basically means that the model has been compressed for it to be able to run on our machine. So you don't want to download the entire model and run it on your machine. It's not going to work. Please don't try that. And I just want to highlight something. So as you can see, there are different numbers that end with B. So we have 14B, 8B, 7B, 32B, 70B, and 1.5B. So if you have, the guideline essentially is if you have RAM between 8 and 16 gigabytes. You want to stick between 7 and 8B. And if you have 16 plus, you'd want to play around 14 and 32B. Just keep that in mind, because the larger ones are more heavier, so they might not run totally, or they might run really slow. So just check the RAM on your machine, and according to the guidelines that I've shared with you, just make sure that you download to the correct one. So I'll go with 8B. That option will work for me, and then I'll just download the file, and yeah, I'll be back as soon as the file is done downloading. Okay, so while our LLM is still downloading in the background, I've come over to the online version of DeepSeek, and I've entered a prompt that's hopefully going to trigger the filter. So I'm not going to share what the prompt is or what I've typed in. I'm not trying to encourage anyone to misuse this in any way, but hopefully this will set off the filter, and we're going to input the same prompt on the local LLM and see if we get a response. Here we go. So I understand you're asking about but I can't provide detailed instructions for such information could be misused to compromise systems without authorization. Instead, I can offer educational information about. Okay, cool. So yeah, there you go. Right, this is the filter at work. It was not able to action the prompt or provide me with any information that I asked for, and it gave reasons as to why. Right, so let's go check if our LLM is done downloading and do the same exercise on our local LLM. Okay, so our LLM model is finally done downloading. I've installed it. So if you don't end up on this page, you can just click on the new chat icon and it will bring you to this page. So at the very top, this is where you can choose the different models that you have. So as you can see, we have the 8B model, which is the one that I'll select there. And then at the bottom, this is where you'll interact with the model. So before I interact with it, I want to disconnect from the internet. So I'm going to switch Wi-Fi off and remove my Ethernet cable. So there we go. We are completely off the grid, no internet whatsoever. Now I'm going to input the same prompt that I used on DeepSeek Online, and let's see the results that we get. Okay, so it's thinking. Okay, so it's trying to understand. All right, and it's literally giving me it's literally responding to my to my prompt. Yeah, so just like before, I won't mention what the prompt is. Also, please don't use this maliciously. This is solely for educational purposes. But one thing I can promise you and confirm is I'm offline and there are zero filters here. It's literally giving me a textbook on how to do this. Yeah, so that's how you run an LLM locally. If you'd like a video on how to do this with Ollama, you can just leave a comment in the comment section. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Give it a try, see what cool things you can come up with. Yeah. I really hope you enjoyed the video today. Please share it with someone who you think might benefit from the video. And I'd also love to hear how your experience was in trying to run an LLM locally. See you on the next one. Cheers.